Hello, viewer, and welcome back to Games with Dialogue. This is episode 20 of my RPG Maker series. Last time I finished the second dungeon of the game, technically the first. So let's dive in, and I'll show you what I've been working on since then. As you might be able to tell, I added a few trees, a few shrubberies, some vines, a few rocks, a few dead trees. My goal was to make the lower part of the mountainside have some greenery surviving. But then as you go up into the mountain, the shrubbery dies off, the plant life dies off, and it gets a little more rocky and a little more hazardous. Barren? Barren's the word I'm thinking of. I also filled all of the treasure chests with items. Got them working. I have 2 apprentice rings. I have a bunch of regular consumable items and gold in these nondescript chests. I have I forget what I put in the green chest. The quick amulet, that's right. I wanted to divide up the items into 4-ish categories. The battle, the mana, the support, I suppose, and the speed or tech or skill category. That's why the quick is in the green. The apprentice rings are in the blue, and there's another one which I have in the caves, which I also set up. I set up the western cave. We've got 2 exits here, and then this. This is kind of... I'm debating whether or not to remove this because... Well, let me show you on the mountain pass. It's this connection and this connection. And I think this here corresponds with this area down here. That's what I intended to have it go to, but then I built a cave system that connects this small valley with this ledge up here. So I don't think I need it. Plus, it's just a waste of time for the player to walk in here, come over here. Now, I think sometimes dungeons should have dead ends and pathing that wastes the player's time, make them go off. Because you want to, as a game designer, you want the players, as they go through the level, to use up resources. So when they reach the end, they're low on healing, they're low on magic, nuking, and they're low on hit points to make the final fight more difficult. But for this area, since I don't have a boss monster waiting for them at the end, it's just kind of tedious to have this here. So I think I'm going to remove this branch. Anyways, the middle goes straight down. And here's where the red box is. And I have mail, the next higher tier of armor for the warrior. I think it's a good... If they take this optional path, they can get it. And then they don't have to spend money on it on the next town. I think that's a good reward for that. At this low level anyways. And then the third path over here, the third cave system over here, touches these 2 caves. And that's the east side. So they come in from the bottom here. There's one over here. There's one up here. And these 2 don't have any treasures. West and east don't have any treasures in them. Because they're mostly just passages to get to the treasure. So I think that's fine. I also added a rest stop up here at the top with a little flavor action instead of just, hey, here's a rest stop. Why don't we save? There's a little bit of something there. As I've said before, I'm definitely going to come through the game with a pass on the dialogue. This one, I might just leave it the way it is. I've been working on it, fiddling with it, and I'm okay with it. Unless something else changes, I'll take a look at it later. But for now, I think it's fine. Anyways, the players can rest here and save before continuing down the mountain and then leaving. So that is the mountains. I've also taken the time to set up troops for the mountain. Some mages and foot soldiers, archers and foot soldiers, captain and foot soldiers. This is where the enemy's military is going to start opposing the heroes. I'll probably either have an event down here at the entrance or back at, let me see here, back at this side of the map in the town. There'll be a kickoff point where the heroes realize, the player realizes they've got an enemy who's out to get them. Let's see what else. What else? I was setting up the troops. Oh yeah, I also set up some other stuff here. Ice slimes, bats, rats, sprites. I think I was debating whether or not to include them in the mountain. They'll be in the world map, but I don't think I put them there. So that's that. And yeah, that's that for this map. I have to do some fine-tuning for the players before we get into battle. I have to fine-tune the character classes and the gear and everything. That will be at the end of the game, though. Once I have everything set up, then I can just go through and cherry pick what monsters I want where and get the character classes nailed down, all the different numbers that need to be dealt with. So I think it's time to move on to our next spot on the world map, and that is this town up here. So we need an idea of what this is supposed to look like, what this should look like. I'm thinking that there will be a section of water on the left-hand side. We could include the watering hole in the map. I don't think it's necessary, but we can. There's going to be trees, and should I make it multi-level or one flat plane like Enoga is? Also, I need to decide what houses, what shops, what amenities, I think is the word I'm thinking of. What amenities are in the map and what isn't. Obviously, we want an inn so players can rest and recuperate. I want a store. How many people live there? I think it's a logging camp well, not a logging camp, but it grew up around a logging camp. So we could have, I don't know, well, we need a lumber mill. We should have at least 5 families. That's what I'm thinking. 5 men, and then the families that they brought with them. All right, so let's open this up and get an idea. Obviously, we want grass. I got to change it from that and change that to that. There we go. It's got to be bigger than that. For sure, it's got to be bigger than that. Let's take a look at what other fishing village? No, we used that for, right. Man, I blatantly ripped that off, didn't I? I mean, I changed this whole side, but I didn't really change anything else from these houses. Looking back on it, I just blatantly ripped this thing off, but that's all right. I mean, I'm not selling the game. So let's find a forest town. Okay. They've got walls, but I'm not sure I need walls for this logging camp. What about a normal town? The normal town has paved roads and cobblestones and stuff. I don't think I want to use that. Oasis, slums, mountain village. Yeah, see, this is multi-tiered. We're probably not going to do that. Nomad camp. Well, I think I'm just going to start building. How big is this village? That's what I want to know. What is the size? All right. Well, looking at it, if we take all the area of water and put it over here, And then we've got a church. We've got a shop. 2 houses, a tavern, 2 more shops. Oh, the inn's here. So where's the tavern's there? Okay. We don't need quite so many shops. Especially armor and weapons. We can have them just be one seller. One merchant. But if we keep the houses, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then a big one here. And then a store and an inn. So about 7. Yeah, I'm alright with that. Okay. They've got 2 separate kinds of grass. Alright. 2 separate kinds of trees. I'm okay with that, too. The water, the bridge. Cobblestones, I'm not going to go with. Alright, I think I've got an idea of what I want to do. So let's delete this. And make this bigger. Ah! I didn't look at how many pixels by pixels it was. Alright, we're just going to have to... I'm just going to have to spitball that and then shrink it down or grow it as I see fit. Let's do a 30 by 30. Yeah, it's not even close. Not even close. We'll have to make it bigger. How big is a 40 by 40 then? Might be too much on the height. Let's change that back to what? 30? Was that good? Maybe if we make it longer, I'll be okay with that. But this is a good start, I think. Let's fill in the rest. There we go. Okay. So, water first, you think? Where would be a good... Well, we don't want to do that. Let's do this. Yeah. Okay. But if I have it come off the map like that. Okay. I think that's good. And then, what kind of houses do we... Logging houses? Just... I need to get in closer. There we go. Okay. Like that. And then... Something ain't right. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think logs like this will be fine. Maybe... Let me see here. If I do... Maybe one house could look like this. I don't know which one I would use, but... That could be a shop or the inn. Okay. Alright. I think I'm okay with that. So let's do... I want to do trees and stuff. There we go. Okay. So if I do... yeah, that's not quite as convincing as doing... Yeah. And then we can do... And then the bottom. And then this side. There we go. And then we can put the other... Well, I don't want to do it on both sides of the thing, but I can also stretch the trees around the back here if I want. Like this. Whoops. Whoops. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Like that. And then we can come down or fill up the side here. This is just going to be removed. I actually should just remove it right now. There we go. All right. I'm okay with that so far. Maybe not quite as far in. Let me, yeah, like that. I do have a problem with this. Oh, I see, because I have it. Yeah, I had it bleeding over on top of the wrong spot. Okay. So it shouldn't be there. Like that. I'm going to have to put... like that. There we go. All right, good. Perfect. Fine. What am I going to do about the rest of it? I need a path. We could do... What kind of ground do I want to use for a path? This? No. Although I can have spots where the ground is open like that. But that's different. Where was that path I was using for... Where was that path I was using for... let me go back to Enoga. Nope, I just used that open grass part for the path. Okay. Well, that's not what I want to do, so... that's not what I want to do for this logging hamlet. So let me try to find... That's sand. Let me try to find something. That's not going to work either. Shoot. I guess I could do cobblestones. I'm not a big fan of using cobblestones, mostly because it gives the idea that there's more sophistication in the village than there actually is. On the other hand, I don't really have a choice. Looking at what options are available to me, I might just have to do that. Paved roads. Okay. Well, let's do... I want a house near the water. Maybe a fisher. We'll do one. Do I want to do one back like this? Yeah, I think that's better. Okay. And then a door. I'll worry about the door later. What's next? We need a shop. Where would I put that? Where is the player going to enter from? I think down here. I'm just going to put down whatever. If they enter from down here, then we want the shop. We want the inn and we want the shop as close to the entrance as possible. There's also, I'm going to go back to the world map. There's also this port little area where people bring stuff in. So there might be an entrance here. Yeah, this is forest down here. So we want... I don't want that. I want the path to come in from this side. The east. So let's do that instead. We can have an inn. We can have a shop. That would be the closest buildings to new arrivals. We've got the fishermen over there. We'll have a lumber mill over here with a bunch of... What should the lumber mill be made out of? Maybe this? I'm going to try that. I think I do need trees down here, though, looking at the world map. What is this? I want to know if these work. No. What if I do... What does this look like if I... Yeah, that's not going to work. That's more like a dungeon map looking thing. What about... I don't want to do stone, but what if I do... What if I do this? 2 stories. Well, not 2 stories, but 2 lengths high. A metalled roof, though. don't know. I don't know. What about straw's not much better. Well, I could just make it another log cabin looking thing, I suppose. I mean, I've already done that. Man, I'm torn now. I just don't know. I'll just go with the lumber. The log cabin. Sure. I guess it's fine. I'm gonna have repeats. I mean, I have a limited selection. The idea is to make it as good as possible. What about a roof like this on top of the... I mean, that makes the building look important, right? Yeah, I think that's fine. I'll keep the metal roof with the log cabin look. All right, so that's the lumber mill. I'll make it bigger, maybe, or longer. So I want the inn to be... What if I do this style with this roof? How does that look? Not bad. It's not bad. What about these different tiles for the roof? I don't like the color green, but having it blend in, kinda, sorta, with the surrounding trees. Blue always looks good, though. I don't know. I don't know. What about this one? No, I don't like that. I do not like that. All right. Well, the inn should be different from the other buildings around it. It wants to attract visitors, right? Right. I'll make it green. Sure. Why not? I'll make it green. I'll make it bigger too, but for now that's fine. So we want the shop. I'll make... I'll make the shop here. And then you can run it. Whoops. That's not... Let's try that again. Wait, can I only do... I can only go so far. Oh, I see. I can go as far as I want that way, but as soon as I change the height, it makes it two separate... Well, that's not good. That's not good. What I want is to have it connect. So I'm going to need... Let me try this then. Maybe that'll be better. If I make it shorter... There's definitely a line that says it doesn't connect, but it doesn't look nearly as obvious. Yeah. Yeah. What about this one? Yeah, there's another line, but again, it doesn't look nearly as obvious as the log cabin. Okay. I'll use this for the stores then. There we go. And then a roof. We'll just use the normal. There we go. Then I can put a door there and a door there for the two stores. Okay. So we'll have equipment. We'll have items in this building. And then a little hallway looking thing that connects the two. We'll have an inn here, which I need to work on a little more, I think. I think that's too small for an inn. Should it be... Yeah, you know, I didn't actually consider that I could do that. If I am going to do that, though, then the second floor needs to be much bigger. Much bigger. Which means the bottom floor should be bigger, too. Wrong way, I think. I'll put it over here. Go, and I'll put that there. Nope, too much. Too much! There we go. And... yeah, okay. We'll put the in there. Let me come back to this. So this will come down and around. This will come up, and then this way. Okay, so what's next? We need a bunch of houses for the people who live here. I could have a couple houses back here for the people who work at the inn. Or the shopkeepers. Or I could just have them sleep in the buildings. That's fine. But then, oh, you know what I can do? All right. I'm going to put a bunch of buildings over here for the loggers who come to work and then come home. How many? I said 5, right? So I'll do 3 space. Like that, like that. Go. There we go. I could probably fit another one here. Yeah, I can. Okay. And then... another one here. Another one here. There we go. All right. Good. Fantastic. Okay. So now what? I should have a little more stuff over here. These big empty spaces are just going to drive me nuts. I could have more houses, I suppose. I could make this bigger and this bigger. I am going to run this down, though. Okay, how do I want to do this? I could run it this way. I could run it this way. Down each, and then this way. Come on. There we go. I could do... oh. I don't think that's necessary. Yeah, I don't think that's necessary. I could do... I could do... oh, too far. I could run it up from this edge. Like that. I think that would work better. Yeah, because then I can run it like that. And then, oh, okay. Yeah. I got it. They can meet here in the center as like a town square type of thing. Everybody meets here, and I can put like a centerpiece in the town. That the town, maybe on certain holiday nights, everybody in town gathers there to have fun. Do stuff, I don't know. Little events and things like that. A well, of course. Of course you want a well, right? But you don't want it in the center of town. Maybe I'll put it over here. Well, maybe I'll put it up here. If I put it here in the middle, I think that's a bad idea. I want a centerpiece, and I don't want it to be the well. Putting it over here by the logging lumber mill, I think that's a bad idea too. What if I put it here? There we go. So everybody can go and get their fresh water and have a drink. But if I put it over here by the... I mean, that's the whole point of having it over here, right? That's the whole point of having it over here. So close to the water source. The water table it's going to pull from. Yeah. I like that better. I do. Okay. So what can I put in the center of the town that'll be like an a nice thing for everybody to gather around. Do I even have... I got these lamp posts that I'm not going to use. I've got a giant picture statue. Ooh, can I tie the lore of this world into the statue? If I put a statue here, I'm just going to put one down. That. Well, it's not centered. It would be... I can put it here and then stretch this out. If I put a statue down... Was it here when the first people, the founders of this village, showed up? And that's why they built the town around it? Why would they build it here? Especially, yeah, why would anybody take the time to haul stone or precious metals here to build a statue? If the statue was built here before the logging village was even first conceived, why? I mean, looking at the world map, it's a giant forest, and I intend to have this section of the forest on the left of the bridge as its own separate dungeon, an optional thing with really strong enemies. So, the whole forest at one time could have been important in some way. Important enough to earn a statue. But why? Why is the statue here? I'm going to get rid of it real quick because I want to put it on top. Where did it go? This one. Right there. And then if I do that, nope. Oh god, it's going to be one of those things, isn't it? I mean, it looks like it's on... Let me get closer. It kind of looks like it's on the pillar, but it's not. It's definitely not. It doesn't overlap properly. I hate that. Why put that there if I can't use it properly? That's just so aggravating. It's so aggravating that it doesn't line up right. Okay, that's not going to work. What about this one? If I do that, that's not going to work, would it? No, that's not going to work either. Oh my god! Okay, alright, let's back out. Too far. Okay, well, I liked the idea of a statue being there, and I could come up with some lore behind it. I just can't get a good-looking statue. At least these ladies have a built-in base. I could do that, and then this. At least they have a built-in base for it. Or I could just not have... Well then, what would I do? If I go to event, and I choose... Let's see if I can't find a good image from the tile set. Well, the tile sets... Yeah, that won't work, because the tile sets only set for the location I'm in. I can't change it. I don't know how. Let me put it that way. I don't know how to change it to a tile set for a different location, indoors or... let me look at the generator. Tile sets, dungeon inside, and science fiction inside and outside. I don't think science fiction is going to have anything that I can use that makes sense. Grand pianos That would work. Fireplaces, not too tech heavy. These, well, this stone, anyways, and maybe these ones. That would all work. And these statues. So I can't discount science fiction entirely, but if I do inside, we've got the gate here, we've got the statues. Yeah, I don't see like fountains or anything. Where was all the... Where's all the like fountains? Shouldn't there be... That's weird. That's weird that there's not like a giant ornate fountain that spews out water. Oh well. Okay. Maybe I'll put benches and stuff there. I don't know. I've wasted enough time on just the center of the map. That's crazy. So we have 3 paved streets that meet in the center of town. I'm okay with that. We got houses for the lumberjacks. I could make houses for the storekeeper and the innkeeper. I need to stretch out the trees a little more. I'm going to do that real quick. Just to give myself an idea of how far I want it to go. I think that's good. I think that's far enough. Then we can do... If I do... Oh yeah, it works if I just go straight across. What if I segregate... What if I segregate the fishing hut a little more? Like this. There's a problem. Nope. It just blends it. Awesome. Fantastic. I thought that was going to be a real issue for me. But it just blends perfectly. Like that. That works. And then I can have some of these other kinds of trees scattered throughout if I feel like it. And I can do the same thing on the bottom here. But I want to worry about all the little aesthetic touches later. I want to get the layout done. I just don't think... What about fencing? I don't know. Fences... Maybe the inn. I could fence in a back area for the inn. Whoops. Like that. There we go. A backyard that they can store stuff in, or people can lounge in the back, or I don't know. I should have a place for them to keep animals for food, livestock, and stuff like that. Even if it's just horses. Okay. I'm going to do that. Let me get rid of the inns. I'm just going to... Yeah, I'm just going to erase it. I think I will have a stable. But that will probably be like over here on this side. Yeah, I'm going to... Stables usually have... I'd need a whole building for that. I could shift all of this stuff down to the edge of the map. That would give me a little more room for a stable. Yeah. You know what? They don't need livestock. They go fishing, and they've got an agricultural... Sure, we can say that they have gardens and stuff like that. So we'll have a place for horses. Do I want to do... You know what? I want it to be bigger. If it's going to be... It's going to be a place for horses. They need more room to roam. That. And then I'll have a stable over here. What should I make the stable out of? Logs? Or this kind of... Don't know. That one... I'll use that. That's fine. I'll use that, and I'll use the... Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, that doesn't work. Well, I'll use the regular log. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Do I have... That's probably a good idea. To check if I even have horses. Animals. Nature. There we go. Horse. I knew it. I knew there were dogs, cats, and chickens. So we can put a horse there. We can put a couple, maybe 2 or 3. I'm thinking 2 or 3 will do. But the big thing here. There we go. Okay. So we can have a couple horses. I could probably also put a dog or something. Maybe that's too big. And maybe I want the stables over here. No, I think the stables over here are fine. It might be too big, though. Horses need a lot of room to roam, though. I mean, if you've grown up around... Yeah. I think horses need a lot of room to roam, so that's fine. This gives the... It cuts it off instead of going off the map, but it also gives the idea of size, I think. So that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I need to do something with the middle here. This down here is fine. I'll fill it up with trees or other things. A well. I'm not happy with the well, but I can always move it. I think that's good. Maybe I'll make the inn bigger. I'll see how big I make the inside, what I decide to do there. But the shops here, that's fine, because they have sleeping quarters inside the building. The little fisherman over here. And then the lumber mill. You know, I'm going to look at what a real lumber mill is, how big it is normally, and then decide from there. If it's bigger than the inn, it might look weird if it's bigger than the inn. The shops are bigger. Maybe I'll make them smaller and make this bigger. But I want to see what the size of a real lumber mill to get a good idea of it. Okay, I think that's a good beginning. I'm going to save real quick. And then I can fiddle with it a little bit over the course of, you know what I want to do before I stop? I want to definitely give there we go. There we go. That'll sell. Actually, whoops. Oh boy, do I even have a way? Okay, I do. I was afraid that if I clicked on this and then started moving it around, that I'd have ground in the middle of the water. But that gives a good idea that the water gets deeper than just this shallow little pool over here. All right, I think that's good. That's a good beginning. I'll fiddle with it over the course of the week, and then when we come back, I can start adding events and things like that. All right. I'm happy-ish with it for now. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Until next episode, stay safe, and God bless you.